I have a question for you people here, my viewers, and those people who have subscribed on this platform. I have a very, very serious question. Is Raila Odinga developing a cold feet when it comes to his relationship with William Ruto? We all know that Raila Odinga always speaks through proxies. Raila doesn't speak to issues direct until when everything has come out, and then everything has been said, and then he comes out and stamps whatever has been said by his members of parliament or his followers. So is Raila Odinga developing a cold feet when it comes to the issue of his relationship with William Ruto? Because as things stand, Raila has gone seriously quiet when there are so many issues that are happening in the country, and he hardly speaks. And this is not a typical Raila Odinga, this is not a typical ODM. But right now we see ODM coming out to attack the government, to call out the government, to say some of the things that are not happening right in the government. So I want to look at why is Raila so silent? What is he planning? Because we know that Raila is a planner. What is Raila planning in all this silence? Because we have seen the case of Albert, we have seen the shooting in Niri, and so many other things. So I want you, before I go into the details, if you're coming here for the first time, kindly take a second to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a video, you will always be the first to watch. So kindly do so, na kama kawaida, I'll be back. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed, and for the return subscribers, I really appreciate you. The platform is growing, and it's growing at a very fast speed. So take a second for just a reminder, if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe. Now back to my video. As I was saying, that I'm just asking questions that every Kenyan who is concerned about the politics of this country should be asking himself the same question. That why is Raila Odinga so silent? Why is Raila speaking through proxies? And that the reason why I feel like Raila is planning something. Raila is planning an exit from the UDA-ODM deal. There are reasons why I say that this is what might be coming up mbele. And I'm going to show you a few videos to try and back up, because I want to show you how Otiende Amolo spoke. And then later, I also want to show you how Sifuna spoke after the issue of Albert Ojwang. And then, the shooting that happened in Nairobi, where that guy was openly shot by the police. So I want you to listen to these ODM members of parliament. And then I will come back and I'll give you a deep analysis as to what I think about what Raila is planning and everything. So watch this.
Mahali tumefika Kenya hii, hakuna haja ya maneno tena. Mahali tumefika Kenya hii, we want action, we don't want words. Na nataka niseme, for me, ukiniuliza kama Sifuna, ule mkataba tuliandika na UDA is of no use as I speak today. Haina kazi hiyo mkataba. Kwa sababu inawezekanaje tunaandikishana tuseme hamtaua vijana. Kijana anachukuliwa kutoka kwao, anapelekwa mpaka Nairobi, anawao kwa seli. Juzi tumeona wengine wawili wamechukuliwa Elgeyo Marakwet. Wamepigwa, wamekatwa mikono, wamerushwa kule Nakuru. Mwingine amekufa kwenye police station ya Katitu hapa juzi. Na ndio maana nasema hiyo mkataba haina maana. Mahali imefika, it doesn't matter what else Ruto does. It doesn't matter what else he does. That agreement is dead. It is dead. The only way you can breathe life into that agreement ni urudishe uhai wa Albert na vijana wengine ambao wameuawa hapo mbele. Hatutashinda kila siku kuongea. Jambo la mwisho. Please. Niendelee nisiendelee? Lazima tuseme haya maneno.
Yule deputy IG, what is he still doing in the office? By now he should resign or President Ruto should sack him. Sasa badala ya kufanya hivyo, wameenda kuchukua kijana anaitwa Mkwana kutoka pale Butere kwa Tindimwale. Ati sasa yeye peke yake ndiye aliua huyo jamaa. And we know 17 people who are involved right away from Homa Bay to Nairobi. Nothing has been done to them.
And then you are put in situations where you are clearly have been set up to be killed. Mr. Speaker, I think we owe it to this country. Given what happened to Ojwang, given what happened to those who are demonstrating at what happened to Ojwang, to the extent that the same police are now escorting goons, we are in danger of sliding to a total banana republic. And if the executive cannot bring us back on course, it behoves this house to do so. Mr. Speaker, I suggest we establish an ad hoc committee. Thank you.
You have watched the video. I want to tell you one thing, and I'll tell you here for free. Raila speaks through people. Raila speaks through people. You can hear Edwin Sifuna clearly says that the agreement with UDA, that MOU that they signed, is no longer in existence. They no longer want it anymore. Because if that means that people are still dying, and the MOU clearly states that no one should be abducted, there should be no more abduction and no more extrajudicial killings, then that MOU is inconsequential. And then you can see Otienda Molo coming out and what he's saying. I want to tell you that Raila has assessed the ground and he has realized that he messed up big time. He has realized that his relationship with William Ruto has dented his image to a point whereby if he doesn't redeem his image, then his political career will be forgotten. Even the things that he has done for this country will be shoved aside and no one will remember them. Because Raila has always been respected as a man who stands for human rights, as a man who stands for... But right now, he hardly speaks. You remember the guy, even if you go to Raila's Facebook page, he has only spoken on the issue of Albert Ojwang, and he has spoken in a way likely to suggest like he even doesn't know who ordered for Albert Ojwang to be arrested and all those things. And then the shooting that happened in town, the shooting of that guy who was selling masks, he has not spoken about that issue anymore, anywhere. He has not addressed it. So our man is developing a very cold feet. Raila is developing a cold feet and he's coming to realization that people no longer listen to him. Go to Raila's Facebook post anytime he posts something nowadays. The comment section, 90% of the comment on his post are just people calling him out, calling how greedy he is, how a conman he is, how everything he is. Remember, these are politicians. They listen to the ground. And that is how he's listening to the ground. And he has realized that if he doesn't leave this so-called marriage with William Ruto, then his goose is as well as cooked. So he is looking for an exit plan. But that exit plan must be in line with the wish of the people. That exit plan must be something that will excite Kenyans. It must be something that Kenyans will forget his dalliance with William Ruto and realize that this is now the Raila that we have always been looking for. This is always the Raila that we have always wanted to have on our side. So his relationship with William Ruto has to end, but it has to end with something that will make sure that he will not lose his political influence. Because if Raila continues on this trajectory, trust you me, even any candidate that Raila will sponsor in 2027 will not win any seat. There is no candidate that will win any seat in 2027 that Raila will sponsor if he continues his dalliance with the state. Because it is very, very clear. Kenyans have sent a very strong statement that they no longer want this government. They are tired of this government. This government has not served them in any way. They don't see this government anymore. They don't think about it. Out of every 10 people that I talk to or I mingle to in a day, only one you will find is a still supporter of this government. 9 out of 10 will always tell you that they are done with this government. So Raila is looking for an exit plan, and the best way to do it is to start creating commotion through that agreement so that the people in the UDA government will start now responding to ODM. You get? They will start now reacting. They will start now calling them out, and then Raila now will come out later and say, no, these things, as much as we are in this agreement, there are so many things that have happened that we cannot put a blind eye on. And I told you that Raila is someone who, when he wants to do something, he will never, and that's why it's called the enigma. You will never understand Raila next move. So Raila felt like joining William Ruto would calm the situation in the country. But the situation has not calmed down. Kenyans are still agitated. Kenyans are still bitter. Kenyans are still mad with this government and angry with this government for lack of a better word. And now even he has realized that even him coming to the government, no one really cares. He has lost a very serious chunk of supporters by making that move that he made. He has lost a very serious chunk of supporters by making that move. He has lost the Kisii votes. He has lost the Luyas, because technically the Luyas are now so much out of this ODM thing. They are no longer speaking about ODM. Listen to the ground. Have you heard any people pushing ODM in Western? Even Sifuna himself, he has said boldly that when it comes to the matter of the Luya nation, he can work with anybody from that area for as long as it comes into the interest of the people. That you don't have to be in ODM for you as Sifuna to associate with you. Sifuna said that clearly. So no one is pushing ODM agenda in Western Kenya anymore. And these are things that Raila, as the person who is a politician, the smart politician that he is studying the ground, and he is realizing that no, I'm losing. And before I lose everything, I need to find a strategy. And the best strategy is, how do I leave this marriage with the president? How do I leave this UDA union? Because it is not benefiting Raila in any way, but it is benefiting the president in all possible ways. So he has to sit and look for an exit plan. That is Raila Odinga for you. So tell me what you think about this sudden silence by Raila Odinga. People are saying that when you eat, you don't, table manners, you don't speak. Yes, Raila, we know very well whether he is eating or not, but Raila is someone who doesn't settle in one place. Raila is a politician who has never settled in one place. He was in KANU, he destabilized KANU, he left, he get into NARC, he felt uncomfortable in the Rainbow Coalition, he left, he got into ODM. Anytime he gets into ODM and he feels like he's not having his way, he causes something for him to have his way. So this is Raila Odinga for you. So once he realized that his stay is no longer tenable anywhere, he will always find an exit route. And let us see how that pans out. Anyway, you can share your opinion in the comment section, but above it all, I always encourage anybody and everybody on this platform, kindly remain respectful. Do not insult anybody. Stick to the issues. Give your opinion in a manner that doesn't demean any other person or doesn't look like you are insulting another person. In politics, you remember to be, this is our politics and nothing serious at all. So thank you. Until next time. Bye-bye.
Africa.